As a loving and responsible cat owner, there is nothing more important than making sure that your cat has a healthy and happy life. A rather lengthy, healthy, and happy life. Senior cat wellness, the idea behind it, was born from the fact that at the time of creation, I was taking care of my very own senior cat, and when he passed away at the age of 20, as sad as it was, I knew that he got the most out of life. He was loved, cared for, essential needs were met, and he got to live out his beautiful journey. When all is said and done, that's what we all want, for our pets to live as long as possible and to get the most out of life. Our lives are better when their lives are better. In this material, I'll share a few notable tips and pieces of advice that can potentially help you prolong and extend your cat's life, whether you're taking care of a kitten or a senior cat. So many of these notables never really change, and they're always very important, whether we're talking about year 1 or year 20. Interesting topic and hopefully a helpful one. A helpful reminder that creating a healthy and happy life for our pets, that's the goal. And that striving to give your cat that loving senior cat wellness, that's always the objective. Thanks for joining me today. I've got you covered. Stay tuned. In no particular order, I'll start things off with the importance of a healthy and proper diet. A diet based on the general needs of a feline and a diet based on your cat's specific needs. Cats need high-quality fresh food that caters to their age and general health. Go easy on those snack treats and anything that exists on your own dinner menu. Making sure that your cat has what they need, especially from the earliest of ages, can really serve to set the tone for the future. A healthy and sound diet can also place you, as an owner, into that quality mindset of doing what's best when it comes to meals. The routine of a daily healthy diet, started early, the final payoff, could involve having your cat right by your side for many, many years to come. Now, you can't talk about fresh food without talking about the importance of fresh water. Making sure your cat stays hydrated is essential to their quality of life. As I said earlier, many of these notables never change, and having fresh water on the ready for your cat will never change. Because while it is true that cats get a large portion of their hydration from quality wet food, it's important, very important, to make sure that your cat has fresh water. We all know how important water is for us, and it's equally important for our feline friends. We've touched on food and water. Now let's talk a bit about those important vet visits. Basic routine visits can go a very long way, not only to diagnose issues and properly treat them, but to simply keep an eye on things. Vet visits can help your personal peace of mind, making sure that your cat has what they need in the health department, and making sure a professional is up to date when it comes to your pet's health. This is essential. From your cat's teeth all the way to the paws and everything in between, routine checkups are very important. It's key to note that the vet visits, if possible, well, they shouldn't take place just during times of trouble. Sometimes it's those basic and routine visits. And addressing things early, that can be the real difference makers. Now let's talk for a moment about the significance of weight, proper weight gain, proper weight control, and the importance of a healthy weight based on your cat's age. Obesity, as is the case with humans and felines, being overweight, can potentially introduce a host of health issues. While eating a quality diet is key and avoiding too many snack treats is very important, sometimes obesity is born out of larger portions rather than a poor diet. Never be tricked by thinking too much of the right stuff can't be harmful. If your cat is eating too much and it's starting to show, please talk to your vet about adjusting your cat's diet and general eating habits. Get on this early. Address it as soon as you notice a problem. Longevity is the objective. This is why it's so very important to put your cat on the right track while they are still so very young. And whether your cat is a bit overweight or wonderfully healthy in the weight department, that leads us to the topic of exercise. General exercise. Keeping your cat fit can go a very long way. Cats are naturally curious and adventurous animals. As an owner, it's important to make the most of your cat's live wire status whenever possible. Playing around, running around, hunting and stalking. It's a good thing for a variety of reasons, and one of which is general health. Health and wellness in the moment, and health and wellness for the future. Cats need to exercise, not only for proper weight control and the ability to play out those basic feline instincts, But exercise can help a cat to stay sharp, both physically and mentally sharp, helping your cat to live that healthy life. It can bring them one step closer to being able to enjoy that senior status when the time arrives. I mentioned mentally sharp, and that brings me to my next notable. Another way to potentially prolong your cat's life is via those mind games. You know, those good mind games. Food games and cat trees, the use of a scratching post. Cat toys that cater to the mental side, mental enrichment. Just like working the body, cats need to be able to work the mind and keep it sharp. This is important throughout life, but especially as your pet gets older. When that movement slows a bit, it's important to make sure that your cat is still in the game from a mental standpoint. Relaxation and cuddles, those extra naps, they're certainly wonderful, especially as a cat ages, but don't sleep on the importance of mental stimulation for your pet. From personal experience, when my senior cat could no longer jump and simply walking around was really his only form of physical exercise that he was capable of, the mental side became all the more important. Getting his attention, keeping him interested, making him figure things out. Those mental games. In the end, his body did fail him, but even on his very last day, he was still mentally sharp. The physical, it's so very important, but never neglect your cat's mind. Returning to the physical, it's important to never overlook your own personal role when it comes to grooming. Because while it is so true that cats spend a large chunk of each day grooming, those chunks, as in chunks of fur, your cat probably can't handle them all, especially if you have a cat with long fur, very thick fur. Loose fur is very much a real issue, and unfortunately loose fur can cause a very real problem. Fur is a common choking hazard, unfortunately. Keeping your cat's skin nice and clean is important, but that debris, make sure you do your part to assist your cat in that area. Brushing and combing your pet just a couple of times per week for about 10 minutes. Your efforts could prove to be invaluable in the big picture. And the final notable that I'd like to shine some light on today is that all-important cat-friendly environment, your home. As I've stated on this channel many times, having a comfortable home is just not enough, especially if it only fits that human touch and your human needs. Your cat needs those cat things. Long-term, having that cozy environment that your cat can not only enjoy but also feel secure in, well, it's quite vital. The ability of your cat to feel safe and secure, it can go a long way. Mental health, emotional health, limiting your cat's stress and anxiety. In terms of extending your pet's life, make sure that your cat is calm and content with their living space. This is yet another invaluable quality. To the great audience of Senior Cat Wellness, as with topics of a similar nature, like this one and of a similar nature, I ask again for your help, your additions. What would you like to add to the conversation, add to the listing? If you have been a proud cat owner for many years, if you've been a loving and dedicated owner for many decades, and you could offer some advice to new owners with, say, kittens, what would you say? If one of your cats is healthy and happy and just turned 20, what would you say are the biggest keys to that success? Your personal stories, helpful suggestions, and your general thoughts. That comment section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.